What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So, in Apple news today, it's Sunday, August 16th, 2020, as I'm recording this video. This may be out before I do a live stream, because there's a possible live stream today that I'm planning on. If things go correctly my way, I should be doing this live stream after I get done recording this video. And if it's out after the live stream, then hi, future everyone. So anyways, in iOS 14 and iOS, when you enable an accessibility feature called VoiceOver that reads out everything on the screen, well, if I could, oh boy, that was you really heard those haptics then. That was, oh boy. So, and also I got another little update about a certain device that you just saw. So, anyways, you can see I got a voice. When I swipe around, you see there's a little highlighter. It's called a VoiceOver cursor, and some blind people like to use screen curtain, which actually dims your screen completely down to 0 by default, and turns on the shade to completely just hide your screen. OLED devices, they benefit definitely from this because it's a true black. It just turns off all the pixels, so literally you're not using any of the pixels at all.
Mail, row 2, column 1. Screen curtain off.
So yeah. Now,
settings. Wallpaper. Button.
If we go to accessibility
features help you custom zoom. Face ID touch button.
And go to touch.
Tap to wake. Rows 2 to call audio routing back double or triple back tap off. Double tap.
And if you go to back tap.
Triple tap. None. Button. None.
And if you go,
accessibility shortcut.
We'll just, you can see I got VoiceOver cursor. You can see I have a cursor that highlights things. Watch this. When I enable this,
selected. Accessibility none. Selected. Accessibility shortcut.
My VoiceOver cursor disappeared. So, in the wake of this, watch what else happens. Enable screen curtain. Look at this. What? It didn't turn on the actual shade. Before, when I reset all my settings, iOS screen curtain acted like it was in demo mode at the Apple Store. You cannot turn on screen curtain on an iOS device when you're at the Apple Store. Regardless what everyone's going to say, I know people are going to question that and whatever, but no. A friend of mine, when they were jailbroken, they dug into the actual system files.
Dark mode. Switch button off.
Not mentioning that friend out loud, but whatever. Anyways, so
FaceTime.
Yeah, you can literally see my wallpaper and everything. I'm trying to adjust this camera. Sorry about that. Anyways, so and then watch, I turn it back off.
Screen curtain off.
Yeah, it's bright as heck, but yeah, whatever. Makes my background look totally dark. So if we go back over here,
AirPlay sound dark mode. Switch button on.
Turn dark mode back on because dark mode's cool.
Settings.
And go to settings, and then none.
Selected. None. Accept. Selected. None. Settings. Airplane mode. Dark mode. Switch button off. Screen curtain on.
Look. Watch what happens after a few minutes.
Double tap to open.
Look at that. See? Once back tap's off, VoiceOver comes back. Or the
settings copied to clipboard. Screen curtain off.
Screen curtain actually comes back completely. And not just that.
Sound dark mode. Switch button on.
So does the
FaceTime.
VoiceOver cursor.
Double tap to open. Actions.
I hope this is not in 13 because this would suck. This is more than likely a 14 bug. Speaking of 13, 13.6.1 is available if you're not running the develop beta on my channel. So, anyways, this is horrible. This is bad. Very bad. So, like I said, we have now a screen curtain bug. So if you got a device with an A13 and you use screen curtain and you have back tap enabled, might I also add my back tap is completely bricked. That's another sign if back tap don't work at all. I don't know what's going on. I really actually don't. I'm at a loss for words. And simply, when I do report it to Apple, I'll let them know. Just turn on, enable something with back tap and turn on VoiceOver and you'll see the results. Now it's been able to be reproduced all the time, constantly. Also, last night I had a weird glitch when you're using the cool WWDC wallpaper. If we go into settings, I'll show you the wallpaper.
Settings. Double tap.
that I'm talking about.
Back tap.
Back tap.
Touch. Back button. Touch. Accessibility. Back accessible. Setting. 1106. Settings. Back button. Settings.
All right.
Back button. Accessible. Wallpaper.
Wallpaper.
Wallpaper. Heading. Choose a new wallpaper. Button. Still photo wallpapers. Dynamic. Floating circle.
No.
Choose. Back button. Choose. Still photo wallpaper. Still photo wallpaper. WWDC 2020 cool. Button. Hot air.
See, I'm using the
WWDC 2020 warm. Button.
I'm using that one right now. But you can see what I'm talking about. When I use the
WWDC 2020 hot air balloon. Cancel.
the reason why I'm saying hot air balloon is because of the iOS, or because of the new dark mode versus light mode thing going on.
Cancel. Button.
The little moon, the moon icons with the voiceover recognition, which voiceover net recognition is actually pretty cool. It actually is nailing a lot of things actually pretty good with the A13 chip and the A12 chip. But simply, if you're running an iPhone 11, iPhone SE 2020, iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max, it more than likely is not. It more than likely is not hiding your screen. Yes, people that are gonna say, "Oh, when it's at 0%, your pixels may not be on." Regardless of what your screen brightness is at on OLED, yes, your pixels will be brighter. But even at 0%, the pixels are still using energy. They're not using that much on OLED displays, but that screen curtain, the actual shade of screen curtain that actually enables when it makes your screen go completely black. That's what turns off all the pixels and make it true black with OLED. Now, if you got any light coming through, I'm talking the slight bit, maybe like 0%, like you saw with the camera on this iPad Pro, if you got that brightness, it's still gonna run them pixels and show the application on your screen. So, or if you're visiting a web page, anything white, anything with. But if you got just a black wallpaper, or whatever, then like OLED, it does that. See, I'm using an 11, and that's got an LCD. Yes, LCD devices still benefit from black stuff. It don't use as much, but still, you still have bleeding of the blue light of the backlight, but it's not as bad as it used to be on older devices. But anyways, so I said back in when I updated y'all a week ago, saying at iOS 14, beta 4, I am loving it. To be really honest now, since that bug has been found, so we have a complete, utter destruction of VoiceOver in watchOS 7 Beta 4, which I'm proud of Apple actually mentioning that on their actual website. When you install the public beta, it lets you know. It's at the top. So if you plan on running public beta, don't until that gets fixed for your watch. Alright, so when we can expect I went on to editing mode, whoops. So when you can expect the betas, you can either expect the beta on the 17th, 18th, 19th, or 20th. It may be released, more than likely, the 18th through the 20th. If it releases on the 18th, public beta will be releasing on the 19th through the 20th. If Develop Beta 5 for iOS, watchOS, macOS, and all that, because they like to release the Develop Beta... Develop beta, and one final piece. If that happens, then it will be released. If it releases on the 18th, develop beta will be released on the 18th, and then probably the 20th will be public beta day, or the 19th, depending on what Apple does. After this is the Apple's unpredictable, so we may not see this, but if it does happen, past beta 5. I would love to see a weekly cycle now, because what's been going on, I've had to wipe my phone once. I've had to wipe the iPad Pro once. I had an iPad Pro where my other storage was saying 0 kilobytes the whole time until I had to re-wipe it and reinstall the backup, which that was a fun mess. 4.5 hours later, I erased it at 7:55 p.m. and It did not finish until like 1:15 in the morning. That sucked. So anyways, screen curtain is, supposedly not really available. When I reset the iPhone back up, I literally had it when I enabled screen curtain with back tap on. Back tap was working at that time, But when I enabled screen curtain, it would not enable anything. It would just keep it at the normal brightness, keep it at whatever, and I'm at 50% brightness. It would not adjust anything. Now, when I have iOS, now that I reset all settings and set everything back up normal, back tap completely went bye-bye, and my voiceover screen curtain when back tap is enabled only is like 50% working. And what I'm talking about is this: it does one feature, but does not really it does not bring the screen shade over. It does not enable screen shade, which covers your whole screen and stops showing the content on that screen unless voiceover speaks it out. So for iOS 14 beta 4, it's starting to go downhill. Please, can we not have a 13 repeat? I hope we don't. And iOS 13.6.1 is out. Anyone that has a device that has an OLED panel, iPhone 10 or newer, iPhone 10, 10s, 11 Pro, and Pro Max, there was something involving the OLED where it would show a green hue, and it was something to do with thermals. That's weird, but whatever. At least it's fixed now, hopefully. Some people are reporting that they're still getting it even if it's been fixed. So, yeah, hopefully they fix this. Anyways, iOS 13.6 has been released. iOS 14, yeah, it's not really ending so pleasant. So anyways, appreciate everyone so much for watching, and I will see y'all in another video. Peace.